And welcome back. I'm Solo, and this is ZN Gaming. In this video, I'll be going over how to install Minecraft from a brand new installation of Mint OS. So what we're going to do is, from the fresh brand new copy, we're going to go through, we did the updates already, and we're just going to go and launch Minecraft and see how it works. So if you're checking out how to install Minecraft, we'll be going through step by step on how to install Minecraft. Now when you first install and do the updates, this is after the very first restart. From here, we're just actually want to go through the first steps, because we're going to be able to scroll all the way down here to the software manager, and we're going to launch it. This is just going to be the easy way to get to it. This should show on start every single time, so you should definitely have this here. If it's not, you're going to have to Google search how to find that. We're going to click on launch. In the search bar up on the left here, we're going to type in Minecraft. Now it's going to come up here with a few options. What we want to pick is the legacy launcher. This is going to be for if you're just going to be playing normal Minecraft and you're going to be just joining anyone on the world, something that's not like super heavily modded on your own system. If you're modding your own Minecraft and you're adding a whole bunch of visuals and stuff like that, the best option is going to be Prism. It's a third-party option, so it might be a little bit more sketchy to use it. But if you're going to be heavily modding your own Minecraft, like changing your skins a whole bunches, changing your in-game how it looks, you should definitely go with the Prism launcher. But we're going to go with the legacy launcher because we just want to play Minecraft with our friends. We're going to open their server and launch it. It's not heavily modded. And this is just going to give us the ability to get logged on and play just like the Java experience. So we're going to click install. It's going to tell us the additional software that's included, and we're going to click continue. There was the biggest complaint I've seen so far on this here app is everyone's crying and complaining about how you have to log in to play offline. But in fact, there is no computer that you can play Minecraft without logging in, and when you're logged in on a Windows PC, it's the same thing. You do have to be logged in to play offline, so that is actually normal, and you will have to use your login information when it comes to the time. You cannot play a demo or anything without actually putting that information in. It just is, I think at this here point, is common sense that you need to log in to be able to play Minecraft. But just in case, I thought I would mention it. If you happen to think this was a workaround or whatever to play Minecraft, you will have to have an account and paid for Minecraft to be able to play Minecraft on this as well. After it's installed, we're just going to give it a launch to give it a test. It didn't add an icon to the desktop, so we'll have to figure that out. Now when it loads up for the very first time, it's going to look a little bit weird. In here, we're going to go to create and manage accounts, and we're just going to add an account here, and it's going to allow us to add our Microsoft account. This is what I suggest doing. It's just going to bring you through the Windows sign in. You're going to have to make sure that you're logging in with your actual Minecraft username and password, or email and password here. If not, it will not work. If it asks you to buy it, you use the wrong information. Alright, now then when we go back, it's going to show our user's name and our login information. I actually think this is really cool. And it also has the delayed start and forced update. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to leave the forced update started, but we're just going to install and play. And there we go, we see it launching. This is the normal Minecraft launcher that you would be used to seeing. We're going to close down the windows in the back here. We're just going to click continue. And there we go, we can even join multiplayer worlds. Caution, the online play is offered a third-party service that are not owned, operated, or supervised by Mojang services. So just remember, keep that in mind. And we're going to add a server. Alright, it looks like my Minecraft server is out of date. So let's just give 1 second here while we update that. And there we go, once we updated our AMP server, it showed up no problem at all. Then we can click on it and join the server. And that's as easy as it is to install Minecraft on Mint OS. Even though this here operating system is only running at 4 frames per second, this is an old laptop that I'm just repurposing for a couple of kids. And, well, it might not be really good at the Minecraft, but it does a lot of other things. It'll just have to be done more through the browser than actually gaming and stuff. But that's all you needed to do to install Minecraft. I hope that helped you out. That's it for this one here. If you think I forgot or left something out, definitely leave it in the comments below. And if you like or found the video helpful, hit the thumbs up and get subscribed for more content. Thanks for watching. Bye!